Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's topic: the veil is being pulled from the eyes of the masses. This morning on Get Up, Greeny, or Mike Greenberg, a.k.a. Greeny, had some choice words for the Baltimore Brass and the chop job that they've done to Lamar Jackson's career thus far. And you know what's crazy? Y'all heard me. I specifically said, why aren't they calling this out? Somebody finally did. And let me tell you something right now. It was beautiful. I'm going to play it. So open your ears, open your minds, and let's digest this content. Let's go.
He tweeted last week, he should have done it. He apologized for it. I'm glad that he did. But at the end of the day, the frustration is easy to understand. Look who Burrow is throwing to. Look who Allen is throwing to. Look who Mahomes is throwing to. And look who Lamar is throwing to. And Mark Andrews is the only guy he has who would start on any other team, maybe in the entire conference.
You know, Greeny, there's a great axiom that applies here, which is not all injuries in the NFL are created equal, meaning that Rashad Bateman's injury is like one they could ill afford. Now, we certainly could blame them for saying they have lack of depth, and I agree with that. So if I'm them, look, they went out, they got Deshaun Jackson, and they're trying to patch this together. But clearly, for them to get to where they want to go and compete with the heavyweights of the AFC, they have to go sign one, maybe two receivers.
Okay, you saw he was trying to defend him, right? The other guy came in, he was like, oh, you know, they got Deshaun Jackson. Look how Greeny puts that into his, and puts him in his place quickly and swiftly. Let's continue.
Deshaun Jackson, did they? Yeah, is T.O. next? I mean,
well, Brandon Marshall was here yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these are things that fans usually are sitting home doing. I don't know, why do we sign Deshaun Jackson? And then teams always, they pull what Graziano does to me every week, and they say, you know, that's being ridiculous. Right. They did it. They actually did it because they had no better answers. Ozzie Newsome was so good at his job that the sort of the halo over what he did has sort of lasted all of this time, and we give them this honeymoon period. They're always all hurt, and they base their entire season on Rashad Bateman staying healthy. Yeah. So if I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm pretty cranky too.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly. Jesus Christ, have we not been saying this? Jesus, lover of my soul, we have been talking about this. We've been bringing it up, guys. We've been saying it. We've been saying, look, this is a problem. How many times, right? How many times have we looked at it and said, oh, it's okay. The team will do what they need to do. No, they haven't. EDC has been a memorial type of letdown. Let me calm down real quick. Let me speak kind of calm so y'all understand the point I'm trying to get across. When you have a talent that is singularly blessed as much as one name of Lamar Jackson, you do everything you can do in your power to make sure that you can elongate his career or his prime for as long as possible. And you try to elongate your Super Bowl window for as long as possible. We have seen multiple wide receivers. We've seen weapons that were available that this team refused to get. But they did not only go all in on their defense, all while having the most expensive defense, right? They said, you know what? We want and need more. There has never been no shortchanging this defensive unit. They went out and got new safeties. They went out and got new linebackers. They went out and got new linemen. And you know what? They said that the offense will be the offense. There's something wrong with that. So when you look at Lamar Jackson, think about this real quick. He has to deal with poor coaching, poor play calling, poor offensive line play, no running game, unless it's him, and lack of weapons and receivers, right? And that's including tight ends, because our team leads the NFL in drops and dropped percentage. Even though they have less attempts, they're leading them all in drops. That's not good. It's not good at all. Because once again, this is what we say. Eventually, if you are not pushing to get better, then you're getting worse. Because if you're right here and you're saying, well, I'm good with staying right here, the competition might have been here that one year, but every year it gets closer until finally the competition goes like this. And you're stuck in the sand while everybody else is on the move. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. It doesn't. It doesn't take for you to be a homer. It doesn't take for you to be Purple Patrol. It doesn't take for any of that. It's easy to see the hack job that they've done to the rookie contract of one named Lamar Jackson. It doesn't mean, oh, you're just a Lamar guy. It has nothing to do with that. If the Chiefs were on the cusp of letting go of Patrick Mahomes, how do you think their fan base would react? You know what? I'll even go deeper. Because I know what you're going to say. Well, Patrick Mahomes has won the Super Bowl. That's fair. That is so fair. What do you think the Charger fans would do if they got rid of Justin Herbert and refused to give him weapons? The reason why I use him because he hasn't even made the playoffs. What do you think his fan base would do? What do you think the fan base would do if Cincinnati got rid of Joe Burrow? Or refused? Oh, I'll even do one better. Let's say they got rid of Chase and never replaced him. And Joe Burrow has another 2 number ones on that team, right? But let's just say they were like the Ravens. What do you think that fan base would do? This is where the frustration arises from. Because all of us are looking at these other teams and these teams that have invested and made sure that their young QBs have everything that they need while they are affordable to prove to the team that when they have to make cuts in certain areas because of the salary cap, they can still hold down the mantle. Lamar's been doing that from the time he's came in. All he's done is win. He's done it without the weapons. He's done it without the offensive line play. He's done it without the great running backs. I'll be real with you. Everyone's saying blah, blah, and that Mixon would be our best running back. Go down the line. Name any of our. I can go to multiple teams that are their running backs are better than ours. I can go to multiple teams and their wide receivers are better than ours. The only thing that you could say that we might be top 3 in is tight end. And for those people that say, well, you got Mark Andrews, there is a chasm in the talent level between Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews, to be fair. Just like there was a chasm between Gronk and all the other tight ends that were in the league at the time, even the ones that were doing well at the time. There was just a chasm. Blame it on push-off, blame it on whatever you want to blame it on, but guess what? Their production is unmatched. And he has to deal with all of that. He has to deal with all those things working against him, all while fans and the media of the team is saying, well, if you were more perfect, this would work. Are you telling me I shouldn't feel away? I'm so hurt by this front office because they knew. It's one thing to say you didn't know, but no one could tell me that you guys are stupid, and I'm not going to call anybody stupid because that's not the way that I was raised. I'm not going to call any which one of those men stupid, but I have a question. I'm not going to call you stupid, but then if you see what these other QBs need, all these QBs from the best down, Why have you refused to give it to Lamar? That would make it seem, because I know you're not stupid, that it's purposeful. You like where I went with there, right? I'm not going to call you stupid. No. You'll never hear Nitro say that. But then if you're not stupid and you say you're a professional and you know what you're doing, that means it's purposeful. And you did it on purpose. And what would that benefit the Ravens, having Lamar's numbers be down? Because we know your evil plot has been discovered. There's nowhere left to hide. And look, you, for all of your vaunted, oh, Lamar has to be more understanding, he has to be more flexible, you guys, you front office, you the owner, y'all could have done it earlier. When a player gets an MVP in his first full season of starting, you sign him. You don't say, oh, no. We're going to wait till the third year. Yeah, because that's when people do it. And then when you get to the third year, well, we don't believe you're worth what Josh Allen's worth. We don't believe you're worth what Patrick Mahomes is worth. We don't believe you're worth what Dak Prescott is worth. So then you look at him. So then he's like, fine, well, I'll play it out. Now it's like, well, this isn't fair. We don't want to pay you that much. Look at how they're bigging up Tyler Huntley right now. Now, look, like I said yesterday, I hope and I wish Tyler Huntley does an amazing job in the backup role. Reason why? Because it allows Lamar time to rest and heal and keeps us in the playoff hunt. But then this is funny because this is the same predicament we were literally in last year. Do y'all remember? Hurt mid-game, low-scoring game, offense can barely do anything. Huntley comes in, makes a couple plays. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, Huntley. And then we proceed to lose every other game for the rest of the season. Hope to God that that's not this season. We're at 8-4 right now. We need at least 2 games to make it to 10, 3 games to make it to 11. I think 10 or 11 games get you into the playoffs this year. Hopefully he can hold out to Lamar. But this is literally last year, 8-4. Leading the AFC North. This is literally last year. The only difference was at that time we were literally leading the AFC also. That was the only difference. I'm just tired of it, man. Like when you look at this team and look how they have favored the defense, it's sickening because it's blatant. It's blatant. Y'all ever watch Lion King and y'all watch Rafiki, the monkey? Remember when he hit Simba and he was just like, oh, you don't worry about the past, it's in the past. And then he goes and knocks Simba in the head and he goes, it doesn't matter. It's in the past. That's pretty much what the Ravens have been trying to tell us this whole time. Yeah, we drafted back, but it's in the past. Yeah, we got rid of Hollywood, but it's in the past. Yeah, we should have got another offensive lineman, but it's in the past. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have put so much on the team, but it's in the past. Yeah, we didn't sign Lamar when we could have signed him in his 3rd season, but it's in the past. Yeah, we should have signed Lamar in his 2nd season when we could have had the chance, but it's in the past. The Ravens knew that the price of the quarterback was going up. They knew that waiting when they would have to pay more. And they still did it anyway. They did it anyway. So now I'm looking at this and saying, you made your bed, now lay in it. This is what you wanted, fine, fair. Then don't complain. And don't complain. Because not everybody's going to play the game with your horrible rules. When when you're in the position that the Ravens are in, and you have a talent like Lamar, you do whatever it takes to not only to retain him, but to make sure that he could be the best version of himself possible. You don't have the mindset saying, well, he's a running quarterback, let's use him up as much as possible. Then we won't have to pay him, and we'll look like the geniuses. Everything with the Ravens, like, we're smarter than you. We're smarter than you. But you keep making very, very opposite of smart decisions. Because I'm not going to call you what it really is. I'm smarter than all of you. Look at us. We're going to get this safety, and our draft's getting, oh, yeah, this is one of the most amazing drafts ever. And the defense is still giving up everything in the fourth quarter. We've had leads of 21 points, 14 points, 17 points, 10 points. In the fourth quarter, even if we score, it's evaporated because of the defense. Evaporated. Oh, guys, bad funny, bro. Man, when you do a bad job, and now this should put the pressure on the Ravens. If the media finally starts to turn on them and start calling them out on their horrid decisions, then maybe, just maybe, we might retain Lamar. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get him the weapons that he needs. And maybe, just maybe, then we'll be bringing home multiple championships to Baltimore. And that's not conjecture, sir and madams. That's fact. And that was another episode of the Wunderkind Show. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and I very well appreciate that. Please, if you're watching the content, remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's not hard, and it actually helps the channel out a lot, and it works with the algorithm. So please do that. And please remember, leave a comment. I do comment. I respond. I like the banter, and it's fun, right? Because this is a community. You're the Wonder Flock. Yo, that's the name. Y'all are the Wonder Flock. Hashtag, baby. But yo, that's Nitro with another episode of the Wunderkind Show. I'm signing off, and y'all knows my slogan. Peace. And I'm out. Yerp.